Welcome back to another episode of Sidrid's podcast. I have a really exciting guest today, Luca from Actually Agents, who has blown up on the Instagram, on the real estate meme pages, on Actually Agents. Super excited. Thanks for being on, Luca.
Thank you, brother. You undersold me a little bit. Not just Instagram, we're blowing up everywhere.
Let's go. Love to hear it. And that's why we're doing this. So many people know you already, obviously. But for those of who don't know you, tell us who you are and how you got started.
Yeah, my name is Luca Alboretti. As Sidrid said, I run Actually Agents, which, all right, I'll give it to him. Our largest platform is indeed Instagram, but we're pretty big on Facebook, and our Twitter is growing nicely. I live in northern New Jersey, southern New York, that whole border area. I can't decide where I want to be from. And I've been licensed as a real estate agent for about 8 years. And 4 years into that, I was just really burnt out and frustrated with the business. And I said, why did nobody tell me about all this stuff? The crazy clients, the crazy agents. I mean, how hard it was, the fees. Nobody told me any of this. I went into that class and all they taught me was the difference between accretion and avulsion, which I've never used once. So out of sheer frustration, I had always been fascinated with the idea of making money online from my phone. And I had a little small drop shipping business in the golf niche that really was just breaking even, but there wasn't really any passion there. And I got drunk at a cabin in the woods one night with a bunch of my friends. And I just said, I'm just going to convert this page and start, for lack of a better term, shit posting about real estate. And went from like 200 followers to over 10,000 in about 6 months. And then in the next 6 months, we went from like 10,000 to 60,000. And then today we're sitting at about 135,000
How
on the page.
how long had you been a real estate agent before you started the Actually Agents page?
Well,
When
the
you
page is the page is coming up on 4 years old now. So 4 years. It was four
Wow.
years before I started Actually Agents.
And you're now at what, 200,000 followers on Instagram?
Uh,
Uh,
135 on Instagram, but across
130.
yeah, across all our platform and all our various associated pages, we're probably pushing 200, 250.
Are you a one man job doing everything, or do you have people helping you now at this stage of the game?
I was a one-man job for a long time until we started our real estate Discord, which has about 6,800 people in it now. Shout out to Real Estate Hub, the number one real estate agent Discord on the web. And we have a team in there who helps with the moderating. And now I'm slowly like picking people up along the way. So we got my main guy, Catch. He does all our development, our software, works on our website, does the custom bot automations, data management for me, that kind of stuff. And I got a new one coming up, Ryan, young kid, just got his mortgage license. He's doing a lot of our content now.
That's awesome.
Not on the main page, but we're starting a page for the real estate Discord. And yeah, he's really diving into it, the YouTube channel, that stuff.
That's awesome. I mean, I've followed you for at least a couple of years, so I've seen the growth, which is insane. I mean, I push out a lot of content too. I'm a loan officer as well, like your guy Ryan. But what's fascinating, I mean, it's like you've grown so much in such a short time frame, 3 to 4 years. Like, how does that happen, man? Like, what do you think contributed to that? Was that the shit talking of, like real estate problems? And we know all the pain points, but
Yeah. You
uh,
know, That's an interesting question, and I'll tell you why it's so interesting. Because in my mind, I'm not growing fast enough. You know, it's like grass is always greener syndrome. Um,
Of course.
because Instagram has a tendency to push smaller accounts over larger accounts because they feel, and especially when you're a business account like I am, they want you to buy the ad space, right? So they turn off the organic growth.
Yep.
Um, but I guess one of the reasons we grew so much is because it's not what's the term? It's not cookie cutter. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to upset people, right? I think comedy at its heart is about uh recognizing truths that people don't want to say out loud, right? And
Yep.
and when you're going to do comedy, you really have to realize that you're running the risk of offending people. And in 2022, it seems we're all in a rush to please as many people as possible. But my own personal philosophy is like me, trust me, do business with me, right? No one's going to do business with you if they don't trust you. No one's going to trust you if they don't like you. And I have found, like when I was selling just real estate, I was going after all these leads of people who didn't know me, and I felt like my phone number was written on the bathroom stall of a psychiatry ward. Like everybody was crazy. And then through the page, by posting and being genuine and how I really feel, uh, I've gathered people around me who feel the same way. And if you were to look at my follows and my unfollows, I may get 150 follows a day, but I get about 40 unfollows a day
Of
because
course.
whatever I did pissed people off. But it's a net positive, right?
Always.
So I've cleared out 40 people who don't like me for whatever reason, which means they'll never trust me, which means they'll never do business with me. So they don't really matter. And I've gained the potential for 80 more who do like me, they do trust me, and then they'll potentially do business with me.
Exactly.
So I
That's
think I think by not caring.
that's fantastic. And probably those unfollowing you, those are the ones that are least likely to engage. I mean, they may engage if they're like pissed off and write a nasty comment. I'm sure you see a lot of those on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Facebook, I have it set up so everything on Instagram just gets posted to Facebook, and that is a much more mature audience, and my posts are very far from mature.
I recently hooked up, the reels and posts with Facebook too, and my wife was like, maybe you shouldn't be posting those. I'm like, this is me, like I'll do some
Mhm.
funny TikToks and like all educational, funny, whatever. And she's like, but they're probably not appropriate for Facebook. I'm like, at this point, I don't care anymore. Like
Yeah.
I'm in it, in the social media game. Like if people don't get the jokes, like let them be, let them unfollow. Um, but kind of like transitioning into how has this helped your business, or kind of like finding out what you want to do next, because for a lot of people, I mean, they may not even love being a real estate agent, right? Has it helped you like find your niche? Obviously you love content creation, so how has that translated into you loving what you do and obviously monetizing it?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't love what I do. I don't think anyone, loves what they do. We would all rather have millions in the bank on a yacht in Miami slamming mai tais, right? Can anyone, and people who subscribe to all this life coach positivity BS will probably hate me for saying it, but I don't love what I do. It's a job. I like doing it. I love what it does for me,
Yep.
right? I love what it allows me to do, but it's a job like any other, right? I can't say that I feel glamorous running a real estate meme page. You know, I take more pride actually in the Discord than I do the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Right. I lead with the Discord, which is minuscule by comparison, because the people who join there have actually bought into the brand at a higher level. Right. The Discord much more professional. We still joke around, but it's educational topics, it's classes, it's masterminds, all free, by the way, guys. And they've bought in at a level. It's that progression of like me, trust me, do business with me. If I look at my engagement on Discord, 60% of the people in my Discord, that's their first exposure to Discord, right? So I got somebody to download from a meme page where I'm funny, not serious, whatever. I got them to download a new social media platform and at least try it out, right? I'm not saying they're super fans, but they at least tried it out. So on some level, we're building trust there. And it just means a lot more to me, because whereas the Instagram I was growing in this big pool, the Discord only grows based upon my Instagram audience. It's a much smaller pool, right?
Okay, yeah, let's touch on Discord. I mean, that's really interesting to me because I think Discord is tough to do, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not many people have succeeded in it. I mean, unless you're a Gary V, which has a huge following, and he's doing a lot for his community. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big Gary V fan, supporter. But you're doing it, even though it's what, 6,000 Discord members.
Yeah.
You're building a community, and that's so true, where you're building high trust, right? Because I mean, for me, it's like I get leads from Instagram, but you don't build that trust until they probably speak to you on the phone. And I think it's important where you're getting people on the Discord and now they're seeing another side of you. Well, he
Yeah.
actually does close deals. He actually does provide value. He's not just like fucking around and doing
Yeah.
his own thing.
that's
Um,
that's where I get to dismiss the caricature of somebody who owns a meme page, right?
yeah,
Because I think it would be very disingenuous for me to be constantly shitting on people
right.
doing stuff that I'm not doing. And full upfront, I'm upfront about it. Like, I haven't sold a house personally since the first year of COVID.
Good for you.
I haven't. I went full time into the actually agents thing. I took the opportunity. Everyone was working from home. We had just started the lead gen company. And I said, yeah, let's run at this for a couple of years. And now that's gotten to a point where it kind of runs itself. And now I have my eye on, okay, I've done 2 years of training and talking and networking through the Discord, through the masterminds, talking to people miles smarter than me, way more successful than me. What are they doing? How are they operating their business? And now my eyes are set on, can we go back to residential sales? Can we kill it in a way that we couldn't before? Right? Because without
Smart.
getting into the baggage, when I was selling real estate, the entire time I was licensed, I was also managing the brokerage, barring
Gotcha.
like 6 or 7 months. So if you've ever managed a brokerage or manage a team, that is a very low margin, high time investment. So I always felt like my sales were stifled a little bit. So that's where we're looking
I
towards
would add,
anyway.
especially if you're in a traditional brokerage where, like they haven't updated the way of doing things.
You hit it on the head. I mean, when I came in, the first thing I did was get us onto a digital document platform and give everyone digital signature. And they all bucked and moaned and, oh, I want my paper. And you know what? Now they love it.
Of course.
They love it.
Of course. Why drive to a client's house when
Right?
you can do it with a click of a button?
It's like a baby, you got when you're a brokerage, agents can be like babies. They don't know what they like or they don't like. You just got to shove it into their mouth and hope that it
So
takes,
true.
right?
It's the same for me. I started in the mortgage industry in 2018. I was literally doing paper apps then because it was like a small, not so up to date mortgage broker. And you know, literally now, 4 years after, or into my fifth year, 99% of my applications are online.
Yeah.
Probably I meet 5% of my clients. I don't even know who my clients are, which
You never meet them in person, right?
never,
Yeah.
never. All online, all a phone conversation, sending them my link. I mean, I think the trust factor comes in from social media, another realtor that has said my name, or a CPA or a financial advisor. And then it's all a matter of connecting. And I think the phone call or Zoom is actually really good too, because if they see you, I think they build a little more trust. And there's no need, right? Why would they drive half an hour or 20 minutes coming to my office, which they will not do anything here? They would still go back home, take the application online. So
Yeah. And newsflash to everybody listening, the clients don't want to come to the office.
yep.
They would much rather sit here. Like, I wouldn't, if you were like, yeah, come do the podcast, you got to come to my house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I could be sitting here, throw on a polo, my actually agent's hat, and be sitting in my underwear. You don't know. I'm sure as shit.
We're not
there.
going to reveal that today.
Yeah. No. That's subscribe to my OnlyFans. That's the premium content.
Do you have subscriptions on Actually Agents? Has that been turned on yet or no?
I had it for all of 3 days.
And they took it off?
They took it off. Again, I post what I like, and sometimes that goes counter to what the big tech likes.
Yep.
Or what people like, and then they report, and you get your monetization taken away. And I kind of did it as a joke. They gave me the subscriptions, which I didn't even know they did for business accounts. So I'm a business account, not a creator, because of all my chat bots. You need to be a business account for it.
Yep.
And they gave me the subscriptions, which I thought was a creator only thing. And, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm like, yeah, I'll take an additional revenue stream without any thought of what kind of premium content am I going to offer. I'm like, let me just turn it on so it's on and it's there and we can figure it out later. I didn't know that it would push a notification to all my followers.
It
like,
does.
oh, Actually Agents has premium content now. Please subscribe. So then I get like 110 people subscribing.
No way.
Yeah. And I'm like, I freaked out. I was like, well,
What do I do?
what do I do? What do I offer them? What do I offer them? And so I'm like, okay, so this is an income stream we can grow. Like, that's, bro, I just got $600 a month times 12 months, that's $7,200 by clicking a button. That's how my mind worked. So I'm like, all right, let's dive into this. How can we grow that 100 to 1,000? And then I made a post, somebody reported it, and Instagram's like, no, we're taking away.
What was the post? Tell us.
God, I don't even remember. They've removed so many BS ones. They really have. Hold on.
I'm glad the page is still up.
Well, me too. But this one, it was, I'll tell you right now, notification from, actually, I'm not going to tell you because they don't even make it easy to find this stuff.
Yeah, no, I know.
But the curious thing about it was usually you can review. And
Correct.
this was judge, jury, and executioner all at once. There was no review. And it was violence and sexual activity on something that had nothing to do with violence and sexual activity.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a weird thing.
Did they give you a time frame when they would bring it back to you or no?
November.
In November
November
this year.
15th. Yeah.
Okay, well, to behave this time, so.
Yeah, but then the question becomes, do I even want to do it? I don't know what premium content I want to do. I really like the freemium model. Like, I like giving away the content for free because at the end of the day, our main monetization driver
Mhm.
is the content platform, which is our low ticket, high volume item, and then the lead gen programs, which is our high ticket, low volume.
Yep.
So just having people in the ecosystem following the page, then joining the Discord, and now we're going to be launching like a newsletter and all this stuff, and subscribing to the YouTube, attending the masterminds, all the free trainings and stuff. That in the end will make me more money than a $5.99 a month prescription or
I mean,
subscription rather.
you could make it 19.99, I think, as high as like 19.99.
But even still
You
getting
got to
one
give value.
I gotta give that value for that. It's a very low buy-in for the people, so it'd be very easy for them to cancel. I'm probably just making excuses in my head,
I
but
think you are. I think you.
yeah,
I mean, you could do like behind the scenes stuff, which people love, love, love. I
dude,
got.
behind the scenes is me sitting on my bed, breathing air through my nose when I think of a funny meme, you know? Like that's behind the scenes.
that that could be inspirational. I mean,
It
for
could
some
be.
people. Um, but no, seriously though, I feel like I post like BS stuff on my stories, and they get much higher engagement than something that would help people make money or save money. And it's like it's mind blowing. And it's
Yeah.
usually something stupid that, I'll post around the house or I mean, yeah, it has to give value, but I think there's like group chats, I think that you set up for these subscribers to. I mean, you could provide, I'm sure, tons of value, with the lead gen, how people can, like I think you can get more people to follow you on the community on the Discord community by
Yeah.
being your subscribers. I think that's part of the building high trust.
Yeah.
And some people, you know what's 4.99? What's 9.99? They'll set
Yeah.
it up and they may even forget to cancel it.
Well, I haven't discounted it. I'll
Yeah,
revisit it, but the main offerings, the platform's kind of restrictive because all they give me is the ability to post subscriber only stories, subscriber only posts, and then
post.
the chat rooms,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So maybe when they add more features, I'll be a little more excited. The chat rooms to me would just take away from the Discord. Like
Mm,
I can't monitor all these chats. And
makes sense.
yeah, the content for me just I don't know. I like we're just launching a page for the Discord. I'd rather make that free and have the reels go out in the hopes of them trending to bring new people into the ecosystem, into actually agents. So now, like, how can we saturate the real estate vertical
Yep,
so that all roads lead to Rome, right?
exactly,
And Rome is where we collect our taxes.
exactly, exactly. So you said masterminds. I think you've had Ryan Sarhant in your Discord. Is that correct?
Yeah, he was actually one of the first ones. Shout out to Ryan and his team. We have a good working relationship.
Love that.
Both in social media. That was one of the things that really gave us a lot of growth is that whole campaign to have Ryan follow us back. And I'll explain. So for 45 days, I posted a Photoshop photo of Ryan Serhant until he followed me. And people were sick of it. I mean, the posts were doing so bad. A normal post was getting 900 likes. These would get like 110, and people are commenting, just stop already. This is embarrassing. Just stop, just stop, just stop. And then he finally followed me back. And that was like at the time my most liked post ever. So people were hating on me. People weren't engaging with the content, but they were listening to the story. They
Exactly.
knew like people would unfollow, but that's okay because they didn't care about the story. And they may not have found the photos funny. So, I think to your wife saying, well, maybe you shouldn't post this, right? Or maybe you shouldn't do this. And these were my own, followers, quote unquote fans telling me, stop this, stop this, stop this. But they were still following on because when it finally happened, it was like we all won,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. So that's your big value add on with the masterminds on Discord? Is that like something extra that you're giving your Discord members? Or is there a monetization there as well?
No monetization directly through the Discord. You have better odds to win free lead gen accounts. We're launching a new product probably towards the end of the year. And we've been giving out beta accounts just so our data on the back end can see how this is operating at scale. So we've given away about 16 accounts of 6 months of free lead gen. People just pay the ad budget because we just want to see how the market's responding and performing. And then the ads, we have to split test the ads, and the more accounts we can split test it on, the better. So
are these
better.
Sorry, are these agent accounts, or what type of accounts are?
Yeah, so we specialize in residential seller leads. Do a bit of buyer leads, but we're really finding, even with the market shifting, that the kind of clients we want always want listings. Good market, bad market. It goes back to the thing. If you have 2 grocery stores and one of them has like 3 cans on the shelves and the other looks like a fully packed grocery store, the buyers are going to go to the fully packed grocery store. So the guys operating at the high level, who are our target clients for our mainline program, the Power Team program, those guys always want seller leads, and that trickles down into the larger agent population.
Of course.
So we're just focusing really on residential seller leads.
And that's genius, because that seller is going to turn into a buyer right after. Most of the time.
Or a referral.
Exactly.
So many agents sleep on referrals. I'll tell you, the only thing I've touched in real estate the past 2 years while doing the content growing actually agents has been referrals. We did a couple million in volume just in referrals. And that's just people hit me up through the page. Because I say that line, if you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, please contact me. I've said that for years. It's a joke. It's an in-joke. But believe it or not,
it works.
People contact me. And they're like, yeah, I need an agent in Sarasota. I need an agent in Mobile, Alabama, blah, 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 blah. They're like, where do you work? I'm like, I work in New York, but I can help you anywhere. And we built a whole system in the Discord. And this is where my developer buddy, Cameron, comes in. We built a whole system so you can go into the Discord and you can sign up. Let's say you're a Texas agent. You go into this channel, you type Texas. Now it'll tag your account as Texas. So when a referral opportunity comes up, some agent from Massachusetts says, hey, I need an agent in Austin, Texas. One of my staff can come in and reply and tag everybody with the Texas tag. Hey, this guy needs an agent in Austin, Texas. And it's really funny when it happens, because you see people piling over each other to get to the referral. The smart ones will just direct message the person trying to refer, but the chat lights up like a Christmas light because people want the business.
Damn, that's sick. Shout out to you and your team for building out the Discord and really making it happen, right? I mean, this is like a dream for most people to generate the referrals, never mind how you're doing it, just like helping other people out. I mean, I'm sure there's a spread for you in there.
No. No. I take nothing off the bit. I joke that I take something, like where's my cut? But I take nothing from the business transacted in the Discord. What it offers me is connections. Like, when I get a big commercial property or something that none of my clients want to move on, and I want to just get some activity, I can post about it in the off-market commercial chats.
Nice.
The whole goal is really just to help people. And that goal is kind of changing, because the main idea, so the Power Team program is our main monetary driver for the lead gen company. We have an average client annual value of about $28,000. So one person with us spends about 30 grand a year, right? One account. And the problem with that is you have to close 50 plus deals a year to get there. That's like the top one. That's not even top 1%. That's top 0.5% of agents. So that's not a lot of people. And I'm like, how can we help people get to 50 deals a year? Right? That's very ambitious, but how can we build people up to a point where they can hand their money over to me for leads, right? And
That's outstanding.
we'll both win. And now, because I want to capture, you know, more of the agent population, that's the new program we're launching, which is
Gotcha. Which is
which is
more focused on residential rather than
they're all residential
they're all
seller leads.
residential. Okay.
But this program doesn't have the requirements of the power team program. You don't have to be closing 50 plus deals a year. There's still going to be requirements, but it'll be more palatable for more agents.
Like
right?
10 deals, 5 deals a year.
10 deals, 5 deals. We're not going to put strict qualifications like we do with the team program, but we're going to have to put a minimum ad spend.
Gotcha.
Because what we're finding for the system to work, you have to be spending $600 a month to really compete. On average, across US and Canada, we're finding $600 a month at our conversion rates will get you, about a deal a month.
That's not bad.
It's
right?
not bad, but 75% of agents can't do the math that, all right, I'll spend $6,000 to make 18 grand. And a lot of agents, it's hard for them to spend the $6,000 because we're constantly, this is the thing about the business. If it's a train running down the tracks, the train is always running.
Exactly.
How do you upgrade the engine? Right? Not without a lot of difficulty. So if you're stuck in this deal to deal, feast famine cycle, the roller coaster, there's a million names for it. $600 a month and $300 management fee is tough. And for a vast majority of agents, $900 a month spend on their business is out of reach because they're closing 4 or 5 deals a year. So even lowering the standards to just that, based on our numbers, we're probably looking at the top 10% of agents.
Gotcha.
Still a very small pool.
Gotcha. And I mean, I know that like there's realtors spending $1,500 to $2,000 a month on Zillow ads, and I've collaborated with a couple. I'll tell you right now, most of them are shit.
Yeah.
Like some people see success, but there's some agent or some teams that are paying 10 grand a month to Zillow. Maybe they're getting some solid leads, but majority of them even paying 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, which I personally know agents paying that right now to Zillow, they're not seeing any great returns. And
when I was running the brokerage, we were at $8 grand a month.
8 grand a month. There you go.
8 grand a month.
There you go. And what was that, like 30 leads?
Yeah, it would be about 30 leads, but we were feeding just one office with that. 8 grand a month to feed one office. We had 4 offices. And it was like a pilot. It was our newest office, new market, new state, and we wanted to run it. And for us, though, for a lot of brokers, why we kept spending it is, one, it gave us a business write-off, while at the same time keeping the agents happy. See, people forget that agents are brokers' clients, really. Not the people buying and selling. Agents are brokers' clients. So for us, it made sense, even if they didn't convert wildly, because you can just turn around and point the finger back at the agent and be like, "You're not following up."
Exactly, which is
it's not my fault.
True.
Which is 100% true. They're not following up, and we see this in the lead gen company all the time, because we only charge you for qualified leads with the power team program. Only charge you for qualified leads. So people try to disqualify a lead and they're like, well, I called them, nobody answered. You called them once? A $700,000 house where you're going to make, close to 15, 20 grand on. 20K. You called them once, and now you want.
You need to be blowing up the phone.
Money. Yeah.
And emails with that deal.
Yeah. You need to hit them on all fronts. But the teams kind of get it because they'll get the email, and the team already has a Google ad account where they're running their own, their CRMs, their drip campaigns, retargeting, the teams get that. Like the data is more important, that this person at some level wants to sell.
So are you targeting teams directly?
Teams, brokers, and high producing agents.
You are.
That's our goal. And I'm really like, I'm the marketing funnel. Like I'm the top of
Hey,
funnel for all of it.
if you want any introductions to teams around here in Boston, let me know. I'm happy to connect you. So
Dude, I would appreciate that, but at the same time, the people who go through my page close easier.
yeah.
Like, so we've run PPC ads. We have people sitting the demos. On the PPC ads or the outbound sales calls where we're calling the teams,
Mm-hmm.
we'll run maybe a 5% close rate. On the people who come through actually agents, we run close to 40%. Like me, trust me, do business with me.
That's sick.
40% versus
That
5. Same salesperson, same pitch, same demo, 8 times the results.
damn. It goes back to the high trust, man. They trust you because
100%.
they've seen you every day, like the power of social media, which my boy Gary V keeps,
You
push.
want to be friends?
I do. Two of them.
Hey,
Two V friends
fantastic.
ones, two V friends two. I was at VCon. Are you gonna get there next year?
I don't own any V friends,
But
unfortunately.
you can buy the the VCon ticket and attend
Yeah,
VCon.
probably won't be at VCon. Going to Art Basel in December though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where is that?
Miami.
In Miami. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know. Is V Friends your only like NFT exposure?
No, I got Women and Weapons. I got a bunch of other small ones. You're with the Pudgy Penguins?
Pudgy Penguins.
Pudgy Penguins, sorry.
Look, Pudgy Penguins, man. Look into them. They're doing like really, really big things.
And they have
Um,
a Discord community.
they have a Discord. I'm one of the community managers over there. I do
Nice.
all their live events. So
That's sick. I didn't know.
the holder only fireside chats with the CEO. I do we do a podcast every Monday on live on Twitter Spaces. Um, and then yeah, anytime there's a live event having to do with the project, like I just did a interview with Denzinga yesterday,
Wow.
the retail trading information company. So I'm like one of the uh spokespeople
That's
for the
sick.
company. And that's my hobby. It's funny. My hobbies keep turning into income streams. Actually, agents was a hobby. Now I'm here. Pudgy Penguins and the whole NFT thing was a hobby. Now I get
I,
paid for it.
I think this is the whole take for this podcast. It's like don't discount your hobbies.
Yeah,
Like
100%. But also, they put a little asterisk and like nobody likes seeing how the sausage is made. Right?
true
I
that.
mean, yeah, it could be said I had much more fun as a holder than a member of the team because I didn't have to worry about, what I
Yep.
was saying, who I was saying it to.
Yep.
But it's still a joy. And I really love public speaking.
That's amazing. And what is one of the utilities, not to venture off into NFTs, but for Pudgy Penguins, what's one of the utilities?
Yeah, so our big push is licensing. So we want to build an IP, build a brand. You saw VFriends launch their toys, right?
Yeah, I bought them already.
Awesome. So we have our toy line coming before Christmas. That
Wow.
yeah, that features 12 penguins licensed directly from community members. So community members submitted their penguins. Please consider me for this toy. They went through the review, the check processing, they sign a contract, and now every single toy that gets sold, the holder of that image rights is getting a cut. They're
No
getting
way.
royalties. Yeah. royalties. So
Holy
as we're
cow.
building out this entire brand, if you think of something like Disney, right? How many different things is Mickey Mouse on? Donald Duck, millions of items, millions of SKUs, right? That's what they call them in the retail. Millions of SKUs Disney has.
Yep.
So how can we give value to our holders without draining the market by doing some airdrop, right?
Yep.
Or forcing them to sell because the floor price is going up.
Yep.
Now we want to give them a reason to hold and a way to profit off their NFT, right? In addition to your regular live events and conferences
Discord.
and stuff. Yeah, like
Exactly.
Benzinga's having a big conference in New York.
Right.
Pudgy Penguins all get VIP. Like they're all going to be at a fireside chat with Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank.
Yep.
Garga from Board Ape Yacht Club. Those guys are going to be there. Luca Nets will be there. I'll be there.
So you guys are doing similar things to what also Gary V is doing on a scale. Not Gary V level.
Gary's doing stuff around it. Gary replied to me once on Twitter.
Yeah.
I said, "Is Gary V sweeping Pudgy Penguins?" And he replied back, "No."
No. Hey, he'll notice you guys. You know, it's probably a matter of time, and he's not afraid to buy. So
well, our CEO knows him.
Oh, okay.
When this whole Pudgy Penguins had a buyout, and now we're veering into NFT land, so we'll cut it off. But our CEO knows him.
Nice.
So they talk, so it's no big deal.
Before we wrap up, I mean, you've said a lot, but anything else that's next for Actually Agents that should keep us excited?
What is next for Actually Agents that should keep us excited? We're just going to keep pushing the limit. That's it. We're going to lean in harder to everything we're already doing. We're going to lean in harder to the content, harder to the education portion. I highly recommend people join the Discord. I don't care if you like my memes or not, but join the Discord, attend the masterminds. They're every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So I got one tonight. And yeah, just that's it. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, but do it better and do it bigger. You're
a cool guy, man. I wish you much more success, and I know it's gonna come, and hopefully we can redo this at a later time. But guys, follow Actually Agents on Instagram. Make sure to go to his link in bio and go and sign up for the Discord. If you took one thing away, go to his Discord and look at the lead generating program. Even if you don't look at that, right? Look at the masterminds, right? You get to talk to someone like Ryan Serhant. I mean, that's like huge, you know, like
yeah. Whoa. He's not on there every week, guys.
No, that's fine.
We don't do a guest every week, but yes, we do. I use my clout.
Exactly.
To go get these people and bring them in.
Other meaningful people like Ryan and other industry leaders are there, so don't miss it. Luca, thank you so much, man. You're super cool. Love everything you're doing. We'll make sure to follow you on. I already follow you on Discord, but the Pudgy Penguins, I think I didn't know you were that much involved. So
yeah, follow me on Twitter, bro. Yep. I have real brand confusion. The Twitter's all NFTs.
Yeah,
but it's still on Actually Agents. It's a person. On Instagram, it's a brand. So I got to figure that out for myself.
I got you. We'll do this again. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace.